gentles and laymen, I am the fruit with the soup. By the way, before we get into this, I'm going to preface all of this with saying a couple things. Hey, I'm Kit. I have been a furry since '98. I've been openly gay since 2002. I've been a human rights activist since 2004. Now that we've got that all out of the way, understand something. There's a lot of ranting that's going to happen today. There's a lot of conversation that's going to happen today, and all of it is because of one particular moron on the internet who decided to open a conversation or a dialogue trying to make some absolutely fucking ridiculous claims. And since they made those claims almost a day ago, they have gone to the major extreme when it comes to trying to play the victim. They've claimed everything from fucking, right-wing hate to fucking, gender ideology to, oh my god, people don't see me as a woman. We're gonna piss a lot of people off with this rant, guaranteed. And if you're one of them, if you're in the chat, understand, your view, your voice, right here. Like, where is it? Right here. Right here. This is the area where chat will pop up. Yes, I will be interacting with chat. Yes, I will be, taking into account any and everybody's views here. Nobody's gonna get shouted down. Nobody's gonna get shut down unless, of course, you break our rules. Simple rules of this particular discussion are as follows: 1, civility required. Now, I'm gonna say that this is going to be a emotionally charged discussion for some people. I will allow for a certain level of incivility, but the second you try to shut somebody down by attacking them directly, and understand, there is a thing there of if you are trying to shut them down. If you're just calling them a fucking moron, that's fine. But if you're, telling them they don't deserve to be here, or don't belong, or trying to gatekeep, or what have you, that's when your ass is going to get timed out, or possibly banned from the channel. So, with that in mind, I also have 2 people here who are going to be joining me. Together we make up 3/4 of, effectively, the mentalities towards this. The only thing we don't have is a straight person. So we've got a adorable trans Pine Martin scarf and a absolutely crazy tiny thing. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. Y'all go for it.
Go ahead, Aiden. Trying to find something.
Nom. Sorry. Ah!
The scarf.
Firstly, Kiddo was just in the middle of singing.
No worries. Oh, by the way, we might wind up with the vocalizations and weirdness of the tiny terror monster that y'all have heard about if you were part of the streams on this channel.
Yep.
It's a thing. One of the people in this discussion has a kid. You're gonna hear a kid in the background occasionally. That's fine. Don't care. If anybody has a problem with it, they can go fuck.
Giant. I almost fell in a hole again, Kit.
Why are you falling in holes?
I wasn't trying.
Why are you
to,
falling in
know
holes,
it was
and
there.
why haven't I been invited to said holes?
Because you won't play this game with the cheat I have on currently.
What fucking game are you playing?
Minecraft.
Oh.
I've got
Cheat
keep
you have
inventory on.
Oh, keep inventory. I don't mind playing with keep inventory.
You won't.
Realistically, one of the
If
things
you're
I want
after
to do
achievements,
is,
you won't play this game with me, and I'm absolutely just wandering.
What achievements? I've gotten most achievements in Minecraft. I used to play the fuck out of Minecraft.
Yeah, that's true. But I have to play
I think
with
the only achievement I don't have is fucking going for 1,000 days without dying.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to do that. I could barely make it 10.
Alright, we are going to have a little bit of a discussion. Like, we're just going to be chatting at random. right up until
Yeah.
we've got some people like interacting in chat. Hello, Burb. Hello, 8. Hello, Robert.
Hi, everyone.
We will eventually get to the meat and potatoes of this weirdness, but like I said, I am a fruit soup. Hot!
Hey, Kit.
Hot soup. Yes.
If you want to play this game, I have a backpack mod that you would probably love.
No worries. I've actually been looking into mods for that game.
Yeah, Sting was the one that found it, and then I started looking for it. So,
By the way, another
I
thing to
have a
point out.
backpack mod.
Another thing to point out is if you're afraid of talking or you don't want to be part of the chat or what have you, because you think you're going to be, like, insulted or what have you, understand. Everyone's view here is valid. Everyone's opinion is valid. If you have a shit take, we're going to tell you have a shit take, but we're not going to sit there and just rag on you for the shit take. We're going to explain to you why it's a shit take. So, don't worry if you say something stupid. Trust me, we've all done it. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying... We all have moments of stupidity.
We also all have moments of insanity.
God, yeah.
Yes.
God, yeah.
Part of the reason why I'm playing Minecraft, I'm going through one of my moments where I need something to do.
Oh, also, I will point out, another rule for this particular thing is start slinging hate, it's an immediate timeout. It's an kick from the fucking street. Ain't gonna be welcome. I don't care if you're left wing, right wing. If you start spewing hatred of any kind, I do not tolerate the intolerance of. That's just kind of how this works. Yo, what's up, Barrett? Are you saying hello or are you playing with a yo-yo?
I think it's the first one.
Alright, while I get into my meat and potatoes, shall we get into meat and potatoes with this?
I mean, we can. Ah, shit! Deep water.
You're echoing yourself. Like that.
That's, Aiden.
Oh.
Yeah, Aiden's echoing.
Turn down mic monitor?
I have a new controller.
I did. Hold on.
Whoa! Yeah, that's it. Alright, so welcome to the Greymuzzle Rants live. Y'all have seen how these go. These are effective. Y'all have seen how these go for the recorded ones. These are effectively my unfiltered thoughts. Oh, hey there, Johnson. In a lot of cases, there are going to be things that y'all aren't going to agree with or are going to agree with. Like one way or the other, I don't care. This is entirely my thoughts and the thoughts of the people around me. Being spoken. So, without further ado, let's get into the stupid. So,
Itchy arm.
also, I will also preface this with, I know I promised y'all in one of my fucking Greymuzzle rants or talks or what have you that I was done naming names, but it's kind of impossible to not show, like, usernames, when we're in the middle of one of these. So, I'm gonna kind of rescind that. I don't want anybody, I will say I don't want any of y'all to go out and harass anyone mentioned in this. I don't want you to go out and, like, start freaking out at people. If you do, that's one of the easiest, quickest ways to get your ass banned from this channel permanently.
Simply put, do not just
harassment.
straight up, do not go out and attack people just because.
That's 100%
After
not
one
what
of
these
these
are
fights, after one of these rants, don't do
after
it. It's
one of
not
these
okay.
fights. I mean, might as well be a fight. Some people are going to take this as gay on gay violence.
I've told you before, I'm having issues with my brain.
Aren't we all?
Holy fucking shit, fuck. I found a random well.
I mean, it is a Friday, but it isn't necessarily too terribly happy at the moment. It's more an annoyed Friday because Pawbutt here has a really fucking shit take, and I'm gonna explain why it's a shit take. But whoa, furry is a queer culture, or is queer culture, and if you're straight and not trans respectfully, you're a guest, and I don't care about your political standing or religious views. Talk to a wall. Okay, so understand first things first. If you're straight and not trans, that wording right there is, I'm gonna nitpick just a little bit because I'm sorry, but if you're straight and not trans, I mean, there's a absolute in between those that acts as a divider. If you're trans, you're not gonna be straight ever. And I'm sorry, but this, having come from the old trans community, and in a lot of cases, some of the new trans community, I don't care if you've transitioned and like the opposite gender. That means at one point you were still considered gay. Because I'm sorry, I don't count people as like being part of the LGBT and still claiming to be straight, because we do have straight allies. We don't necessarily have straight members. So, second thing, this in and of itself has been received by the furry community as straight people don't belong here, fuck you. And in everything that's gone on in this community, gatekeeping something like this because of somebody's sexuality or their like chosen gender identity is fucking moronic.
Yep.
What do y'all think?
And I think honestly that's being fairly nice about it.
I mean, yeah.
But the words that I could say that, yeah, that could get you in trouble on
The
YouTube for
words
that
that you
shit.
could say could get me in trouble and could get you in just as much trouble, girl. I know your mouth. I could have
Exactly.
phrased that differently.
My mind works in a way that if I could say what was on my mind, like actually put words to what's on my mind, yeah, no, we're not going there.
Also, really quick, just because there's no background sound or nothing, I'm gonna go and adjust some sound here on my system. Oh, there we go. That should make
Damn
it
it!
easier for y'all to hear everybody. The
Stuck in a hole.
system that they're on, that they're running through, will effectively allow for them to speak at roughly the same volume as me. So, hello, Invincible Dragon. Oh. So, first things first, I want to get everybody's like idea on just this statement right here, because this is the statement that has pissed so many people. It has gotten, as you can see, over 800 fucking posts. Or I'm guessing the good vast majority of those are gonna be like quote tweets or quote posts or whatever the fuck you're calling them. Quote zeets. There we go. So, you know, people in chat, people in party. I want to get your ideas on this. And yes, that does mean scarf as well.
I think the scarf is currently busy with child.
I was muted.
Ah.
I forgot I muted myself.
I mean, no one ever expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Right. I need to fix this. Sorry, I've got to deal with the thing.
So what do you think, Aiden? And what do you guys out there in chat think? Like, what are your 2 cents on this particular thought? I'll give a little bit of time for people to pipe up or what have you. Also, if you agree with this person, I mean, Golden, one way or the other, I want to hear all of your guys' like thoughts on it. I will go on record saying that I absolutely 100% disagree with this individual because I'm sorry. There are just many fucking straight people, like, in the community who are non-vocal because of people like this that will sit there and shit on them just because they're straight. And to me, it's kind of sickening. You've no got options or you've no got opinions?
I was gonna say, I think they mean opinions.
I mean, they also said they just
Unless
woke
they're
up with Sonic food.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
That's what I was about to say, unless they're talking about the food.
I was gonna say, if it was a case of they got woken up by somebody dropping a bag of Sonic on them, yeah, they wouldn't have many options there but to eat the Sonic. I wonder what Tails would think about eating Sonic. That's wrong.
Can we not delve into that portion of my childhood?
Oh my god.
Why the furry? Why not? The furry community has already ruined that part of your childhood with all of the magnitudes of fucking porn.
I've not seen it, so I don't care.
You poor sweet summer child.
Hey, Kit. You're not ruining that portion of my childhood. I don't care how much the furry community has ruined that. We're not ruining that.
God, but Sally Acorn in bondage gear.
Nope.
Sally Acorn Gimp.
Nope.
Why?
Because no reaction from the tiny one.
Sally Acorn and Sally's Gimp Corn. There we go.
Do what?
I said Sally Acorn and Sally's Gimp Corn.
No.
God, why Big Daddy Sparrow? No. Well, since Chad is being a little non-vocal, I'm going to go to the X community on this one. That was not the right thing. Hold on.
Eek.
Oh God.
Alright, I fell into a body of water
You saw
again.
your art on screen. I mean, yeah, kind of. I'm gonna let the dog wake up Chris. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave you guys to chat ever so. I'm gonna
I
leave
could
this
always
up on
text
screen.
Chris.
Nah, Chris is already fucking awake. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
So, we are very much going to go to the, I'm gonna do this just in case it brings up any of this shit because YouTube, or not YouTube, Twitter, or whatever the fuck. Yeah, yep. I mean, yeah.
Holy crap, deep cave. What the hell? I can't even see down there.
Trying to type in Pawbutt, not Bawputt.
Sorry,
So-
you guys might get some random commentary from me. I, once again, damn near fell into a deep cave.
I mean, talking about furries and deep caves. The sex jokes
Not
are strong
exactly
with this
surprised.
one. Okay, so this has been, like, since y'all don't have much of an opinion, I'm gonna start showing people, like, responses to all of this shit.
Yeah.
God, furry is a deep cave. A lot of furries have deep caves, too.
Damn it.
Just look at mine, it's 14 feet long.
Tree! You're in my
What?
way. Move. You're still in my
Okay.
way.
So, uh, BYXEXE or VIX here has a little cartoon of join Furry, everyone's welcome. Howdy, folks. Read the sign. No straight, cisgender, right-wing, centrist Christians, U.S. pride.
Ow,
I
fuck.
mean, that very much feels like the fucking sentiment in this, and I mean, I myself am cisgendered, I'm not straight, I'm not fucking right-wing, I am a centrist, not Christian, but I am proud of being, being in the USA. I'm proud of being a citizen myself. And this is very much how this fucking community has felt, and it's honestly because of people like fucking Pawbutt here that it's actually a fucking thing.
Right.
Now, I get it. If
Like,
you're an extremist either way, it's not going to be welcomed with open arms. But I can say the same thing for right-wing extremists as for left-wing. Hmm.
ow. Fuck.
Hmm. Somebody here's got a fucking furry Wojak making fun of this dude or chick or whatever the fuck they are. I have no idea. Hmm. That's another thing is right after, like an hour or three after uh making this statement of theirs, Pawbutt also put up another like tweet in response to it saying, muting this because I already know where this is going, but I'm simply saying straight people have no right to interject their religious views or right-wing politics into the community largely created by queer people. Because there seems to be an uptick in just that. And I'm going to point out that there seems to be an uptick in just that because it's 100% in response to the left-wing extremism that a lot of people in this community have a huge issue with. And I'm sorry, but like straight up, anybody going at you and immediately bringing politics into what should be paws and dicks, miss me with that.
The only thought that comes to my mind right now, and I don't know why. Surprisingly, it's not the one that's been running through my head for the last 3 months.
Oof.
Is pull your head out of your ass.
I mean, I've
Or
heard of eating
whoever's
your own
ass
ass,
you
but
shoved
eating
it
the
up.
inside of your own ass is another thing entirely. Kind of right. People like this
Exactly.
need to pull their head out. Oh, and I do need to point out, this individual is young. I don't know if they're a minor or not. I'm fairly certain they're an adult. I don't know because they don't have their age listed. Whether or not they're a kid or a young adult, I've seen pictures of this person because they posted a picture not too long ago of them with a camera in front of a mirror posing, and they look like they're in their late teens. So I'm guessing probably like 17, 18, 19 years old. And one of the things I've noticed is younger furries seem to be the ones who are prone to extremism. Like, straight up, I've met a lot of younger furs that are so vocal about the fact that they would willingly resort to violence against people that they don't agree with. And in my opinion, that's fucking wrong in every way, because if you're resorting to violence, you have failed on all counts in every aspect of a debate. If violence is your only resort or the only thing you can use, you're either not intelligent enough to have a conversation, or you're not like mature enough to have a conversation. But one way or the other, if you're like violence is your answer, you failed in every aspect as both a person and a furry. Ooh, uh, Lord Tom Fluffytail here has a really good point. Gatekeeping based on sexual preferences is bigoted. Kind of, yeah. I mean, if anybody's gonna question what the definition of a bigot is, it's kind of, trust me, I've been fighting them since I was a kid. If anybody has that question or decides to like argue against this particular point, I've got the dictionary definition of fucking bigotry. I mean, Delint, good point, and I'm kind of the same way. I do have anger issues myself. I've learned throughout my entire life how to control it. There have been times where even I've had to resort to violence in situations that really shouldn't have called for it. But that's mostly because other people decided to resort to violence against me first. So, I mean, if a fight breaks out, it's a failing on all parts. Everyone involved is wrong at that point. The fact that you're saying you try so hard not to, good on you. That struggle is one that is lifelong, and don't worry, it's gonna be a thing. Uh, Everybody gets pissed off. One of my favorite sayings, though, is it's easy to be angry, but to be angry at the right person for the right reason and in the right way is the true test of an individual. Which effectively equates to learn to pick your battles. So, South Shepherd. Open Twitter to see cute furry holiday posts. Straight people are just guests in the furry fandom. 1,800 or 1,800 plus likes. Can Twitter just not be itself for a day? Like, I mean, I feel this so fucking hard. This is kind of what fucking happened to me this morning, and it's just one of those things of, you're a moron. I don't want to have to fucking rant about this, but I got an opinion. I'm gonna fucking rant about this. Yuki says, I'll admit I used to be extremely passive aggressive. I mean, fair. That at least being passive aggressive is fucking better than being violently aggressive. By the way, if I get to anything that you guys want to interject on, feel free.
All I can say is there's a reason that I just let my Twitter kind of
Yeah, by the
notify
way,
me about things. I don't usually open it anymore.
go check Twitter from one of the comments you made about the fucking pixie frog on a goddamn motorcycle. Because I did a thing.
I gotta open it. Fuck.
Hopefully the weaponized stupidity isn't front and center.
I don't know if I got a notification about that.
I mean, it was straight up a reply. Like, I sent a reply to it.
Let me get into a safe spot before I do this.
I mean,
have
kind of
3
same.
for this game. I have 3 for X right now. Fucking great.
Dylan says, though anytime a true idiot appears, I have to turn off like a machine just to keep calm. I mean, y'all have heard me go absolutely spastic when it comes to being vocal about morons in our fucking community. I know exactly what you mean from that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like this response to the fucking, like, quote, furry is skunk culture. If you're non-meth it, respectfully, you're a guest, and I don't care about your political standing or religious views. Talk to a wall, and it's just a picture of a fucking furry in a onesie. Or not furry, a skunk in a onesie.
I'm seeing that. That's cute.
That's adorable. And I
That is
mean,
adorable.
fucking satire is definitely a form of comedy. I very much respect satirists. And to me, that's 100% like the perfect example of a satirical take on this. So good on you, higher mammal. And no, that's not me saying that fucking skunks are superior. That's literally their fucking handle. Uh, Azriel Dreamer apparently fucking chimed in with factually incorrect, you fucking tourist. No one owns a fucking hobby. With the old nematode gif of you don't fit in here. Okay, we'll make our own place. Why are you excluding us? Fuck off. Furry is Romanian culture, so another satirist. I mean, fucking. I don't necessarily approve of this, but it's still fucking hilarious. Don't shoot him, a retard. Prove it. Dude starts talking. Ooh, Harneth. This dude has been kind of an interesting. I don't want to say friend necessarily, but an interesting acquaintance. I've known them for a while to some degree. Been like I've hung out with them, met them at a couple cons. Their quote in response to this is, "My straight friends are not guests in this fandom. They're loved. They are family. They are valid. Stop with the childish gatekeeping bullshit and acting like you control something you don't. Sincerely, a pansexual dragon." And I mean, good on you, Karneth. Woo.
Yeah, I'm saving that.
I mean, it's AI generated, but it's cute.
It is very cute.
And no, guys, that's not me saying Karneth is AI. Trust me, he's not. I've very much hucked this dude. He's interesting. He's very much not an AI. Dylan says also I can't tell what's worse, a COD lobby or Twitter, and at this point they just might be the same. Nah. COD lobbies are worse. Trust me.
Oh yeah, there's a
COD
reason that I
lobbies
don't
are
play on
definitely
COD.
worse. Uh, Skyline Husky. Oh, by the way, these are just like the top responses to this and all that. I don't care if you want to tell me that somebody that I've platformed by doing these rants is a terrible fucking person. I don't care. I don't care about somebody's politics. I don't care about what they are, who they've done, what they've done. I'm literally just reading off of fucking Twitter. So,
Um,
but Skyline Husky comes in with a quote of, "Furry is a fandom about anthropomorphic animals. You can like them if you are gay, straight, black, white, alien. Hell, if we find Cthulhu and he likes them, congrats. He is one. The idea that a bunch of weirdos want to dictate an entire hobby is insane." And 100% agree.
Yes.
Just, there is no better way to fucking say it. You do, Delint. In fact, hell, we've had a straight. Well, he keeps saying he's not a furry, but he does so many things to prove otherwise to the furry community. So he's not
right?
necessarily a furry, but he is a honorary furry, and he is straight as a fucking arrow. I mean, even if we joke about the fact that he doesn't make himself sound any straighter, dude likes pussy more than anything.
Okay, I'm going to be right back. I'm gonna go preheat the oven for my dinner.
All right. Oh, and for the record, Delint, you're in our Discord. There are multiple straight furries in the Discord. Yeah, Nexus. Dude straight. 100%. He might be ace, but he's straight. Uh, Wilfred, when I disagree with OP, but the people siding with them are dog shit people, I mean, If that's your response, that kind of makes you a dog shit person. That's not what you said at all. Yeah. Nando, people will always go to lengths to gatekeep and deny others from their community, but never speak up about the malicious ones who already actively exist in it. You will be so entrenched by groupthink that, you will be so entrenched by groupthink that just a slight misstep will have the mob eat you alive, and that's never okay. Uh, got that with a picture of an otter with a fucking pink mohawk saying, I just like the cute and funny animals on my screen, in my opinion. Yeah, nah, you straight up don't need a fursuit to be a furry. That's another issue with gatekeeping. Like, there are people that say if you don't have a fursuit, you're not a real furry. That's just fucking stupid.
I can't afford it, and currently I don't think I should.
I mean, 90%, well, maybe not 90%, but the vast majority of furries don't have a fursuit. Fursuits make up a very small percentage of actual people in the community. And understand, most people don't realize this, but there are some people that have anywhere between 3 to 9 suits. And a lot of people don't know that, so it's one of those things of they count those as individual people instead of it being the same dude in a different suit. Draco Doge. Uh, this is, God, I'm glad we came across this because Draco says shit like this is exactly why it was so hard to come to terms with the fact that I am that I am in fact heterosexual. I felt like not being gay would make me shunned and rejected in this largely queer fandom. Glad I was wrong, but goddamn, do posts like this make me infuriated. I mean, the fact that somebody had to come to terms with the fact that they're straight, that is what shit like this causes. Because I'm sorry, I've known so many people that are furries that are gay and proud, and you're making a spectacle. You're not actually enjoying what you're doing. Because I kid you not, I have seen mersuiters that try to be gay as fuck, but the second they get into a sexual situation in the fandom with another person of the same, like, you can hear them crying. It's kind of twisted because the amount of like fursuit porn out there, where if you crank the volume up, you can hear the person who's getting railed, like crying and muttering to themselves about how they thought they would like it and they didn't. There are people in this community because of sentiments like what Pawbutt has put up here that are literally terrified to try to even say that they're straight, so much so that they will go against what their sexuality is just to try to fit in, and it's twisted. I don't know. Like Sage is one of those people that just occasionally pops up, but it's been a long ass while since he's been around.
Okay, I'm back. Until the oven's done preheating.
Um,
Hexicat has this take on it of, oh no, the big scary straight people, we must exclude them from everything and treat them like shit. Yeah, that'll surely create equality. Jesus fucking. I mean, yeah. Egalitarian myself, I try to treat everybody the same, no matter if you're gay, straight, bi. You can be into fucking trees for all I care. Uh, so long as it's either you're slamming your meat into a inanimate object or a consenting, person. I'm golden. Consent required. you know, beyond that, if consent is given or what have you, or if it's an inanimate object, I don't care what you want to stick your dick in. Aiden Wacko Trash states, posts like this do irreparable damage to the LGBT community. 100% fucking true.
Yep.
I cannot tell you how many times I have had to point out that shit like this makes us look bad. It makes us look absolutely terrible. I mean, kinda. It's either way. One of a little anecdotal, a little story from my past when I was a activist and actively going out and doing things like, you know, protesting. I was working with a group called the HRC, or the Human Rights Campaign, as well as EQCA, which was Equality California. And I was at a rally protesting against something in my state called Proposition 8, which actually annulled all gay marriages in state and made it illegal to it made it illegal for any official to try to allow homosexuals to marry, which was absolutely fucked. I was one of the people that was out at every single fucking rally I could be to this. There was an individual, and I was actually on fucking, not state, but national news because of this, because a particular reporter, and I can't remember who the fuck it was or what channel it was, saw what I did in response, but didn't see what I was doing it in response to. But I was actually on the news grabbing a dude by the fucking, like, by the collar and slamming him into a wall and screaming at him. What the cameras didn't see is this dude had grabbed a young woman by the back of her head, screaming at her for being a, quote, fucking breeder. This was a young woman who was doing nothing, not interacting with the protest in any way. The only thing that she did wrong was walked past with a fucking stroller and an infant in the stroller. And this dude went off on her and was about to beat the shit out of her. And I'm sorry. I couldn't stand by, so I grabbed the dude by his fucking throat and slammed him. People like that, all extremists in any fucking community, every single solitary one of them makes the community look bad and sets us back in every possible fucking way. This is just a softer version of that. I mean, TK Ghost Fox, every blue check replying being a straight furry. Any upset is funny. Yeah, not really. I mean, hold on. How much you want to bet they're fucking a young furry? 19 years old! 19 years old. I'm sorry. Nah. I called it. One of the people thinking that this is fucking funny and that people being upset is a amusing thing. And they just so happen to not even be 20 fucking years old. You can't fucking drink yet. You shouldn't have a fucking opinion on hate. Sorry, lady. And you know what? That in of itself is a thing. Lemon Doggo Cobalt Art says, if this guy wants to say that right-wing politics and forcing religion on people shouldn't be in the fandom, you should have said that instead of saying straight people shouldn't be in the fandom. Absolutely. 100%. If you have a fucking issue with somebody's political leaning or trying to force extremism or religion or what have you into the fandom, be vocal against that. I don't give a fuck. But if you are trying to shame people for their sexuality, you are the problem.
Yep.
By the way, if I'm going too fast for y'all, let me know. I can and will stuff my face with soup for a minute so y'all can talk.
See, I haven't been back very long. I'm waiting on the oven to preheat.
Ah.
And because my controller is wired, I have to leave my controller in here now.
Aw, so you mean I can't bug you while you're sitting there trying to cut things?
Oh, I don't need to cut anything.
I meant in general.
Yeah, I won't need to cut anything. um, as far as the whole, yeah, at this point, the slew of words just keeps getting longer.
What do you mean? Oh, words to define this fucking moron?
Yes. At this point, it could probably form a paragraph and a half.
Yeah. I mean, probably. And understand, this is not a new thing. Like, this is not a new phenomenon, people fucking freaking out about shit like this. I have been in this community since '98. I have watched the rise and fall of the burned furs and their uh fucking counter protest group, or whatever you want to call it, the frozen furs. I have seen the rise and fall of a group called the Furry Raiders and several others like them, be it extremist right wing or extremist left wing, or fuck, there have been extreme centrists. Extremism in all fucking forms, in my opinion, doesn't belong.
Yeah, I'm putting that picture as my lock screen.
Yuki says back to the
Maybe
fursuit
now it'll leave
thing.
me alone for a couple weeks.
Yuki says back to the fursuit thing. If somebody told me I need a fursuit to be a furry, I'd thank them for buying me one. I mean, yeah. If somebody comes up saying, hey, you need a fursuit to be a furry or you don't belong here, my immediate response was, bitch, are you paying for it? Because otherwise you're telling me that because I'm poor I don't belong. At that point, fuck you. Ramon says, yeah, there's a misconception made from people who were poorly educated. Consider this me trying to educate the fucking masses. I'm sorry. Royal Bitch says furry is bitch culture. If you're not a bitch respectfully, you're a mutt and I don't care about your political standing or your religious views. Talk to a wall. Again, satirists are something I absolutely love. Absolutely always gonna sit here and giggle about people being assholes to somebody being a dumbass. So long as they don't take it too far. And I'm sorry. This one this one puts a smile on my fucking muzzle. Well, nah, that's kind of what I mean, Yuki. If you do not have the expendable income to be able to afford something like that, technically means you're too fucking poor to afford it. In my case, literally too poor to afford it. I survive on now just over $380 a month. And that 100% is entirely due to the donations of various, people uh, who come and watch these streams or who enjoy the channel or patrons who have signed up for Patreon to help support. The majority of the money that I make actually comes from that. So, a little bit of a shameless plug here. If you guys want to help the channel out, you can either become a member. There's literally a button somewhere on your guys' screen right now that'll allow you to become a member of the channel for like I think $1.99 a month. You'll get a cute little paw sticker or cute little paw emblem in front of your name and a couple of, like an emoji or two. Um, so that's a thing. The Archean says leftists will constantly disparage 90% of the human population and wonder why everyone turns on them. Yo, man, that ain't just a leftist thing, that's an extremist thing. Either side. Doesn't matter if you're left or right, black or white. Doesn't matter. If you are an extremist in any way, this is the sentiment, and it is true. And it's kind of fucking stupid. I mean, that's another thing I should point out with the uh donation thing. If you don't have the money to donate or what have you, don't don't. Like 100%, if you don't have the ability to, if you aren't capable of like donating to the channel, just you guys being here, just you interacting with the channel the way you do, technically gets me paid. And honestly, if all you have to give is love and support, that is more than enough. I really don't need money to survive. I grew up poor. Like 100%, you guys have seen me eating like a fucking king in some of these streams. I know how to take $1 and stretch it out. There's some spandex level stretch in my cash, no worries.
I was going through some pictures just now
Oh.
and getting rid of some things. And I came across a picture that I haven't looked at in forever, and the only thing that came to my mind is if he was alive today, he'd be ranting as badly as you are. Right now, he's probably rolling in his grave.
I mean, I know a lot of fucking people in the fandom who are no longer in the fandom and no longer with us here on Earth. Who, if they saw this today, they would have been ashamed of the fucking community they created.
Yeah.
I used to sit and kick it with the old guard, the original, the people who created the fucking fandom. And quite honestly, the last good example, and I hate bringing him up because this is a rant. Uh, I don't really like using his name like this, uh, because people are going to eventually like accuse me of bringing up the dead in the community for my own personal shit. But dude named Mark Merletta, one of the old guard, one of the original furries, one of the guys who was part of the furry community before there were cons or before there were even room parties. I sat and kicked it with him for a while, talking anytime I could when I met him at cons, and one of the things that bothered him was the amount of extremism and gatekeeping and hatred that was growing ever more common in the community. Because when he originally became a furry, when he originally helped to expand this community that we all love, he did it for that reason. Because of the love that he saw between people with a similar, like, what's the word? A similar interest. Everybody that he helped build this community with, they were there because they liked funny animals, they liked cartoons, they liked drawing them, they wanted to, you know, be able to create their own characters and live in a combined universe with other people like them that had that same love for that particular, you know, medium of artistic expression. And now we have people that are just sitting there going, you can't be furry if you're not gay. What the fuck are you talking about? At its core, the founding fucking principles of this goddamn community were all about love and acceptance and self-expression. And I'm sorry if you're going to sit there and tell people that they are not allowed to express themselves or to love or to live as they see fit. You're part of the problem and you're not actually part of this fucking community. You are not part of what it stood for or what or why it was created. Ooh, good one here. Rick the Cusco? I don't know what the fuck that means, but really bugged how furries stopped being a creative endeavor about around cherishing art and animals, and was co-opted as an excuse for lonely, antisocial. I'm not saying that word. To find dick to suck. Woof woof. I ain't here to get lectured. I'm here to be a dog. Get out of the way. Okay, so I won't fucking say that this person, the way they're saying this shit, is okay in the slightest, because first things first, y'all know what those numbers spell out. It's 100% clear what this person is saying. They're doing it in a hateful way. I don't condone this shit, but kind of right. They are they are kind of right how furries stop being a creative endeavor around cherishing art and animals and the uh, artistic medium that we all love, and somehow became just, hey, I'm furry, I'm queer, want to stick your dick in me? I understand. I don't like people fucking. I do not like people being hateful one way or the other. And actually, you know what? Just because. Just because. I disapprove of fucking people of people being hateful in any sense of the word. But Artsy Dragon Arts here says, "Wow, never have I heard such such an abusive narcissistic opinion. Furry is a fandom of a type of creature. Our sexuality has nothing to do with it. Fucking 100%. It does not matter if you are gay, straight, bi, trans. Doesn't fucking matter. If you like furries, if you like anthropomorphic creatures, if you like cartoons or what have you, if you want to express yourself in that way, you are a furry. Doesn't matter. Anybody trying to tell you otherwise is an ass." Delint, we're talking about the fandom, not the culture behind it, and if you're trying to say the original creators were the Egyptians who worship gods that were animalistic, I mean, you can make that argument, but it's not what created the fandom. Fluff and Cheese replying to Pawbutt saying, "Shit takes, sorry not sorry, I'm trans. Furry is about the love of anthro animals. It's very open and accepting to being LGBT, but no one in the community is a guest just because they aren't one. Furry is a big part of queer culture, but it is not queer culture itself." 100% agree.
Yeah. I'm gonna step
Oh,
away for a minute and check the time.
hello there, Jackie. I'm going to step away myself for just a minute because my body's doing the diabetic thing. I need to pee. So give me a sec.
Yeah.
We shall be back after, well, this word from a midget. No, we don't actually have a midget at the moment. Although, I mean, I could get my buddy Corey over here. That would be fucking hilarious, but I guarantee I would get demonetized and probably banned for the shit that you'd be saying. That poor boy goes off and goes harder than I do. So, Alright, I'm back. And it just dawned on me. Hey, Aiden, how tall are you exactly?
5'2".
Aw, damn, okay. If you were, like, an inch shorter, officially, you would classify as a legal midget.
Dragon is just a skeleton, okay?
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Oh, woo.
Are you here downstairs?
Ah,
Are
you're a
you
tiny
here
monster thing.
downstairs?
Also, adorable. Nom nom nom.
Yes.
What that second is a skeleton?
I'm not reading that one. Sorry, fuck you. So, Wacky Hijinks here said, I've avoided this discourse around this point because, one, it's offend, two, it's pissing off people I hate. But I would like to add that the furry fandom is one of the few online spaces where I've seen so many far-right racist gay dudes. I think we should figure out why that is. I mean, understand. It doesn't matter if you're straight, gay, bi, trans. Extremism is extremism. Fucking punished snack here saying seeing hundreds of people clowning on cringe posts like this, that gives me hope for the future. Yep. Uh Cat ball lemon. Yo, cat, if your balls taste like lemons, there's a problem. But they got a good taste. They got a good taste. They got a good take. Furries are a safe space for people who don't conform to the norm. That is not limited to queer people at all. 100%. Uh, gatekeeping furries bisexuality is wild. No. Evergreen. You're so entrenched in online discourse that it's starting to dilute your perception of what the actual problem is. Yeah, kinda. I mean, so apparently it seems like fucking Pawbutt here is trying to get themselves back to like being a silly dog person or whatever they are. And you know what? Nah. You get what you get. I'm sorry. Like 100% you made that as a take. You made a bigoted fucking statement. Specifically, you chose to make a bigoted statement in a queer community, majority queer community. I need to point out, if the tables were turned and it were somebody that you liked, would be going off unhinged and calling for murder. I've seen people like you before. I know exactly the way you would act. And the fact that this person straight up tried to pull the victim card because apparently, quote, people don't see them as a woman. They're this person is a fucking moron. Yeah, no, trust me, the fucking Pine Martin's kid is like 100% as dense as a neutron star. That boyo can take a beating and get up laughing about it.
He literally throws himself around and laughs about it.
I'm not reading that, sorry. Velvet here had, hey, Bobcat Feather Velvet. This is actually somebody who I've kept an eye on for a little while, and honestly, I don't see why so many people fucking hate this person. It might be because they're fucking Christian and in the furry community. In fact, I'm fairly certain that's the fucking reason why. I might be getting them mixed up with somebody else, but I'm fairly certain this is the person I'm thinking of. But the quote they give is, I don't even know how to put my feelings about this into words. But here's the best way for me to explain them. Gatekeeping the fandom is wrong. Religious discrimination is wrong. And discrimination based on gender or sexuality is wrong. 100% truth. I'm sorry. Some satire goes too far. Uh, Indeed a we says, gee, you're saying Walt Disney himself was gay when he drew Mickey Mouse, or the creator of Bugs Bunny and Looney Tunes? Nah, fam. Uh, Fucking paw mains here. Furry is swag culture. If you're fitted, not drip respectfully, you're a guest. I don't care about your panda buy haul or GRWM views. Talk to a wall. That's a good example of satire right there. Okay, so calling it now. This person is probably fucking young. Nope, they're a 26-year-old. That's stupid. Y'all need to fucking get out more and learn that just because somebody's Christian doesn't necessarily mean they're a bad person. Go eat a dick. Literally, go eat a dick. Hazard Wolf here said, replying to Pawbutt says, wasn't aware being part of the fandom had prerequisite. Azira Snow here says, if they don't care about the allies, why do they have a flag? Good example. Not reading that, but I kind of agree with it. Love wins people when somebody slightly different than them wants to participate. Steamroll them with guns and fucking violence, yeah. Okay, so this one 100% is getting a full read because fucking Sija Fur here says, Pawbutt worded it horribly. If you're a cishet furry, that's perfectly fine, people. What's not fine is being one of those LGB without the T types. It is a queer space. If you're not an ally, keep your mouth shut and be a silly furry. If you are, then you stand up for all of us. I mean, kinda, yeah. Understand. While it is not 100% queer only, there are a lot of queer people in the fucking furry fandom, and if you are one of those people that wants to exclude one way or the other for something as petty as, you know, the way somebody wants to love or the way they want to perceive themselves, you're the problem. It doesn't matter if you're fucking left wing, right wing, it doesn't matter. That is extremism either way, and it's not a good fucking take. It's not a good look for anyone. Oh, come the fuck on. Furries are queer accepting and foster a predominantly safe environment to be true to who they want to be. For most people in the community, they suffer with crippling insecurity, and creating an idealized version of themselves, their persona, and taking to like-minded individuals helps. Very much so. Good, well said, Bizaru. Or Biziru. You just sitting here saying, fucking, you identify, or I identify as bird-winged. I mean, mostly because you're a burb. Vox Draco here says, worrying take, excluding people is what is supposed to be, or excluding people in what is supposed to be an inclusive community based on their sexuality and gender. Lessons of the past seem to be forgotten here, or maybe some people see it as vengeance. Either way, it's bad. 100%. 100%, I'm sorry. That one's getting a like. Aster here, Aster the Caracal saying furry requires no prerequisites of any kind to aim whatsoever. 100%. Furry's trying to craft the worst possible take on their own hobby. I mean, Hazel on Maine, yeah. I mean, it's a really shit take. Not gonna lie. Draco but lewd. Furry is dog culture. If you're not into dog respectfully, you're a guest and I don't care. Yep. Another bit of satire, and I mean, this has always been a thing in the community where it's people joke around about their species being superior to others. All I can say to that is, bitch tar supremacy. We got more legs than all of y'all. Ah. Moles, or Mulsey here. Oh my fucking god, shut the fuck up. Furry is for everyone. You aren't a guest if you aren't queer. You also aren't a guest if you have political values other than an insufferably far left one. So much for being, quote, inclusive. If you want LGBT only space, go to a pride festival. 100 fucking % right there. Fucking Double A Growly or the real Wuff Shady. Saying what nonsense. One's sexual orientation does not determine what views they are allowed to hold and express. Woke identitarians like this and the other this and other, quote, true Scotsmen are just making the fandom worse for everyone. They should kindly fuck off with the utmost haste. Kinda, yeah. I mean, you got me there, Jackie. Millipedes do have more legs than tars, but you know what? I gotta give it up to a buddy of mine, Mozdok. Boy's got more legs than a fucking millipede. Next time I'm at a con with him, I'll show you guys what I mean. I'll actually get a picture of his fucking Sona. Thing has more legs than you can fucking count. Oof. Boy's long enough to reach to open the door for you from like, dude is long enough to open the door for you at one side of the con while his ass is being played with at the complete opposite side of the con. If you need to integrate politics into every hobby you have, you're a fucking loser. Or integrate, not integrate. If you have to integrate politics into every hobby you have, you're a fucking loser. Yep. Sorry, this one. I'm gonna throw some shade at my fucking hyper political furry fucking like at the hyper political furries out there. Furry isn't political. Fuck you and anybody who says otherwise. The rule for the furry community has always been leave your hate, leave your politics, leave your religion at the fucking door. Nobody gives a fuck. All we care about is cartoons, the furry fandom. We care about how we interact with the medium that we love. If you are trying to inject hate or religion or fucking ideology of any kind into my hobby, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna see you as one of us. I'm gonna see you as an imposter who's trying to start shit. Kojo here says, I feel like it's just funny dog people. Doesn't really matter who or what you are. You can be a funny animal and enjoy each other's company. Isn't that the whole point of the fandom? Why are you feeling this dude's an older... Nah, dude! A kid with a good fucking take. Oh, that's rare. Fucking Kojo, good on ya. Do not listen to the indoctrination bullshit. Oh my god, man. Being a furry is literally just being interested in the idea of anthropomorphic animals. Jordan Fox, 100%. Absolutely agree. Even if the majority of the community is LGBT and not LGBT, it's not LGBT culture or anything similar. It's literally just walking, talking animals. There's no real other prerequisite to the community. 100% agreed. Also, I need to point out 100% all of this has been, like, every single solitary take I've seen on these, aside from a few, have effectively been shitting on this individual left, right, and center entirely because of the fact that they are, you know, being an ass and trying to exclude people because they don't like taking dick. I mean, if you were going to say, you know, political extremism doesn't belong, say political extremism doesn't belong, because 100% most furries are gonna fucking agree with you there. Don't bring up being gay or straight or bi or whatever. Don't exclude people on their sexuality. That's the whole fucking thing that people have a problem with. And yo, Pawbutt, I know you're probably gonna see this eventually. If you manage to get this far into this and actually hear this, understand, I'm not shitting on you here because of the fact that you said this. I'm not shitting on you because of the fact that you're sitting here, trying to say that fucking straight people don't belong. I'm shitting on you for the fact that the way you worded this was so fucking bad that it made you sound like an absolutely insane fucking extreme left-wing bigot. And I'm sorry. I hate bigotry in all forms. Always have, always will. I stood against it. I have nearly been fucking killed for the fact that I have fought against extremists. I will always fight against extremists. And this, I'm sorry to say, is an extreme fucking take.
I'm sorry, I just got back. And I'm looking at the chat.
Oh,
Burb, why?
what do you mean? What, TARS they have the beat?
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Way to get another thought stuck in my head. I already have to deal with the pixie frog.
I know you said Pixie Frog, but it sounded like you said Dixie Frog, and now all I can think of is fucking frog made out of fucking Dixie cups.
Oh shit.
Not to be confused with the Dicky Frog, which is one of those things of let's not go there. By the way, could you imagine
Fuck.
a frog fursuiter as a mersuiter?
No.
Or just a fucking frog fursuiter in general? Ooh, by the
No.
way, I have straight up seen a salmon fursuit. It is fucking adorable.
Sorry, I just had a thought occur to me. And it revolves around a certain other YouTube channel's, hog noses.
What's that?
Drama Queen.
Ooh?
Yeah. Hognose snakes are very much drama queens.
Oh.
They are.
And it's funny as all hell when they're first hatching.
Now I've got to make an image of that just fucking just a hognose as fucking a 2005 fucking gay drama queen.
I want to see that if you do.
So Spartacus here, Spartan K9. Furry is a split off of nerd culture. It has nothing to do with religion, politics, or sex. What I think they were getting at is that straight Christian furs, quote, stop being mean, which I haven't seen any evidence of. I have plenty of plenty of Christian furs as friends, and I'm a, what is that? Scientologist? I hope you're not a Scientologist. But nah, I don't know what that symbol means, but I mean, good on ya. It doesn't matter. So, Snowloaf returns. Says the fandom has a severe case of retardation. I swear. Do you like furry characters? Or think of the idea of anthro animals as kind of neat? Congratulations. A furry is you. Your sexual orientation, politics, ethnicity, religion, or your mother's maiden name have zero to do with it. 100%. 100%
Yep.
agreed.
I don't know how to feel about that either, Burb. I really don't.
Oof, Dixie Chicks is frog furries. Oh no, I've got to do that now. Y'all are giving me too many ideas!
I can go into a
Usagi
whole
here.
thing about snakes and different attitudes for different snakes.
Saint Usagi here says, didn't know I had to want to have intercourse with women or want to be a man to make an anthro OC. Sorry, next time I'll read the included instruction manual a little more closely. Guess I'll go human. That's cute! Like, you can see their fucking, like, persona up there just straight up turned human here in the picture. That's fucking adorable. I'm not reading that because I will 100%, if I did, I default to the way I used to talk as a kid and just nah. I mean, Liam McAllister once again. 18 resident shitposter. Has the communist symbol in their fucking shit and the flag of the Palestinian territories as the very first flag listed. Yeah. I mean, leave it to a shit poster to agree with one of the worst fucking shit takes that I've seen in the furry community in a while. Fuzzlebutt in response to fucking all of this shit. Hold on. Hopefully there's no sound.
Here's an idea.
Oh, wait.
You could shut the fuck up. Here's an idea. You could shut the fuck up.
I mean, 100%, yeah. Agreed. And yeah, I know I'm probably gonna get fucking, like, claimed or what have you for that shit, but oh well. I'm sorry, found the racist. Mia, the queen, I read that as Queen Supreme, but nah. Mia, the Queef Supreme. Personally, I'd argue that white women are the last people to decide who is and isn't a furry because of their sexuality or gender, but that's just me. 100% found the racist. Sorry, Queef Supreme, blocking your stupid ass. If the first thing you go to is race, you are a racist. More satire.
Oh my god.
God, why did it sound like you said a retard?
I don't know.
I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. I know that's not what he said, but goddamn. Grape Collie. Straight furs don't deserve the hate we get that we get. Many of us enjoy being a part of the fandom, and many of the straight furs, like me, are non-religious, non-right wing. But being called a guest in the fandom, some of us have been in for 10 years is pretty disrespectful. 100% fucking agree. Also, y'all had a typo. Hey there, Angel. Toast Doggo. Politics has never belonged in the furry fandom. That is true. However, alienating people based on who they are is just asking for trouble. Not everyone gets along, and that's okay. 100%. Wukun
Right.
asking, who made you the leader of the furry fandom? There isn't a leader of the furry fandom. I know some people would claim that we have a particular fucking, that our lord and leader is a particular fucking cockroach, but I mean, nah, even Kage isn't considered the leader of this shit.
No, even he says he's not the leader.
Now understand, I might not agree with Uncle Kage on everything that he's said and everything that he's done. I believe he is just as flawed a person as everybody else. And that's okay. Understand, even he will fucking tell you there is no leader to this shit. It is a fandom. Anybody and everybody is welcome. Sasu here says, just because you have 14,000 followers doesn't mean you can dictate who can and cannot be part of a community. Politely and with as much respect as I can put into it, shut up. Yeah, 100%.
Like, I mean, once again, a nicer way to put it than I would have.
I mean, I hate to say it this, King here, I hate the way he's worded it, but it's kind of funny still. King or Cinnabaron here says, having internet clout is like being the smartest person with Down syndrome. I mean, shit way of saying it, but at the same time, kind of true. It doesn't really matter. Like, internet clout means to most people about as much as, fucking, like, being the smartest person in a room full of idiots. It's not that hard to get. Y'all gonna hop off now? Turns out she's funny. Nah. Infinity Quest here says, what a load of self-righteous ego masturbation. What they meant to say was, quote, a primarily queer safe space if your politics are correct. I've watched this politically active cancer infect the fandom meant for everyone. And tried to destroy 2 Griffin for years. What about him, huh? Okay, 100% agree with this one. You know, somehow I don't feel like the people whining about exclusion in one breath while calling thing or slurs in the next actually care about exclusion. Surely they're not just mad at the idea of just mad at the idea of the fandom where they aren't centered for once. I mean, I'll agree with the first part. Zeta, you fucking lost me on the last part of it, cause, quote, hi, I'm Zeta, I'm 87, I'm currently searching for online friends, and I'm attracted to horses. I'm assuming you mean horse furries and not actual horses. That was a weird way to word it. It's a joke, yeah, no worries. But that does make me worried. That does make me worried in some situations, because I know some people that would fucking announce shit like that it's not a joke. But either way, welcome, Zeta. Oh, woo.
Apple juice.
Oh my god.
Later.
Kyle.
Arrow here, or Aerospace Wolf. Or Wolf. Let's not create social hierarchy in the fandom, please. Straight folks aren't, quote, guests. They're as much a real part of the fandom as anyone else. their input and viewpoint are valid. We shouldn't seek to put some people on a lower platform for their sexual orientation. 100% agree. Absolutely 100% agree. And the best thing is, the way I see this 100% is that most of the community here is shitting on this particular individual for this fucked up take. And I'm all here for it.
Jesus fucking ow.
Oxford, it's a fandom about damn cartoon animals. You shouldn't have to meet a certain sex, gender, or religious criteria to be considered a member. This is a shit brain ass take, dog. Yeah, 100%. I'm sorry, apparently this okay, so 100%. This brings up a new fucking thought because apparently December 22nd, that was a couple days ago, the same person, Pawbutt, had a quote that stated, "Furries would fuck with Hitler if he had a full suit and 10,000 followers on Twitter." Nah, fam, sorry. Need to point out 100%. I hate hateful individuals. Anyone who acts like that, nah, that's a no from me. I don't care if they have a full suit. It just proves to me that they have money. Uh, uh, Anyone who thinks this is exaggerating has forgotten about the furry artist who, with over 100K followers, who was drawing dog boys in Rhodesian military uniforms. I mean, thanks for bringing that to my fucking attention, but at the same time, nah. I know what you're talking about, and dude, actually learn about, what people are doing, what people are fucking actually portraying in their art, instead of shitting on people because you're assuming what their art is. That gets a mute from me. Fucking Nitro Wolf here saying, "Me sitting here as a gay furry boy on the internet with straight fur friends that respect each other for who we are." Everyone in chat disliked that. Give me a sec. I want to see this gif. That's cute.
Here's a tidbit that me and my brother both believe very strongly.
What's up?
And one of us is an auntie.
Huh?
My brother
Yeah?
is an auntie. He does not like furries.
Hmm.
But he respects them.
I mean,
We
good
were
on.
raised on the belief that if you don't shove what you like and believe in down my throat, I won't shove what I like and believe in and down yours.
Exactly. Live and let live.
And mind you, I'm the oldest, with him being 2 years younger than me. So for me, it's more of me and my brother have always gotten along. Okay?
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, we're typical siblings. We fight constantly. If we're living together, we will fight. Which is a good thing we don't live together anymore because we don't fight as much as we used to.
I mean, siblings fight. That's what siblings.
Some of ours
100%.
got physical, like biting and clawing up the top layer of skin.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. if you show me a family where all of the siblings get along perfectly 100% of the time, I'll show you a family where somebody's getting beaten with a fucking whip.
Right? But like even when we're play fighting, I guess we're play fighting to full blown fighting just because. We will be messing with each other. We will go from messing with each other to full blown fighting just because.
Mm-hmm. I mean, again, siblings always fight.
Yeah. But that's also where I learned how to rely on my nails if I needed to get somebody to get off of me.
Yeah. Understand. Hell, me and my siblings, y'all have heard some of the shit they've done to me.
Yeah.
Still a thing. Guaranteed. If any of my siblings heard somebody coming up against me telling me I don't belong I don't belong, in a community or what have you because I'm gay, they would be the first ones to take a fucking swing.
Mm-hmm.
And not at me. It would be at the dumbass speaking.
Yeah. That's
Straight up, one of my fucking brothers is homophobic and he's still willing to fucking defend my ass.
yep. Like it's like I said, Bub doesn't care. If I don't
Mm-hmm.
shove my beliefs on him, he doesn't shove his on me.
Well, I
I'll
mean,
show him something that I like, and if he thinks he can draw it, like the flame on Mara's head,
mm-hmm.
he did that. That was a
Cool.
flame that came from one of his art pieces.
Oh,
And I told the person who drew it that I wanted that flame specifically. A flame from my brother's piece on her forehead.
Anyways, the real Dat Oof says, I think your take is dumb, and so is anyone who agrees with you. Not everyone in this fandom has to be queer or trans to be here. Literally anyone is allowed in. Also, not even straight or not hold on. Not every straight person is religious or cares about politics. I'm gay as fuck and I'll protect my straight friends. 100%. 100% agree, and that is the sentiment that should be prevalent in this fandom. It should not fucking matter. You are here because you have a shared interest. That is what should matter. And I'm sorry. If you believe anything else, I think you're wrong. Little Fleabag trying to claim Twitter X Furry of the Year award goes to Pawbutt. Yeah, no. So, Sky the Firefox saying, I don't get why people are so mad about this, to be honest. No, there's no lies, we're told here. How much do you want to bet this is a fucking younger individual? Well, they don't have their age listed, but content creator and DJ, Halloween Bay, she, they, taken by, Free Palestine. No. Sorry. You got that in your fucking bio. I don't think so. First things first. She, they. Go spend some time in Gaza, see how quickly you wind up a fucking memory.
What did I just come back to?
There's an idiot here who was agreeing with fucking what Pawbutt was saying. Looked at their shit to try and see if they had their age listed at like 16, 17, 18. Instead, at the end of their fucking bio is Free Palestine. My thought there is, and always will be, you're listing she, they, that means you're part of the queer community. Go spend some time in Gaza, see how quickly you become a memory, being openly part of the queer community.
Mm-hmm.
Miss me with that. I'm not even getting into that particular debate, yet, but that's a whole different kettle of fish.
Yeah, no.
Again, I've got to wonder the age of this individual. This has got to be a shitpost account. Because, quote, the sentiment is true. In a sense, that you are transgender if you are a furry. Transhumanism is a core transgender trait. If you reject considering yourself transgender despite identifying as transhumanist, then you are choosing to live with a thorn in your side. Hey, Aiden! Got something for your ass to weigh in on.
I need to take my glasses off to read this.
This moron is trying to say if you are furry, you are transgender, because furry is transhumanist. And transhumanist is a core transgender trait. So, question. Does that mean every transgender person is also transhuman? And if we're getting into this, does that mean that the idiots like the 60-year-old dude who thinks he's a 6-year-old little girl who is, quote, trans age, does that make them transgender too? But let's get the trans opinion on this.
I say no.
Simplest way to fucking put it.
I was waiting for Aiden's response, honey. I'm sitting here like, honey, please tell me you're gonna have something sounding irritated.
I swear to God, all I can think of is Pine Martin going from little derp floof to suddenly puffed up, just like, I don't want to numb faces, but God, I want to numb off faces.
Right?
So, I have a feeling this is just a straight up shitpost because this person is trying to claim that if you're furry, you're transgender, first off. Nah, sorry, one of these things is not like the other.
Right?
Nope.
Second, trying to equate transgender, transhumanist, and trans everything as being the same thing. Nah, sorry, miss me with that. That's like me trying to say that if you're trans, it doesn't matter, you're just gay. It's the same fucking sentiment behind it. And that shit comes from a place of absolute fucking ignorance. And I was sitting here thinking, this person's probably like, either they're a shit poster, they're either a shit poster or they're 13.
I can't imagine the mental gymnastics. Excuse you. You're fine.
What did little man do this time?
Because he's looking down.
Continued part of
Because
their
he's laying
quote.
on his stomach and looking down at his tablet. Excuse you, you're fine. Oh my god.
Continuation of their quote. This is an obnoxiously nuanced discussion because being transgender is obnoxiously nuanced. But I think it's universally agreeable that the allure of being furry is in line with that of being transgender. It's physical and social in the exact same way. So, literally, this person is trying to say furry and trans are the exact same kind of thing. No, they really fucking aren't. Understand, most furries don't want to be a different fucking species. They just like the idea of portraying themselves as a cartoon.
Right?
And people are fucking idiots.
Why do you think they're in a suit and not
Yeah, why do you think
turning into this thing?
I mean, why do you think it's people in a fucking suit trying to act like fucking derpy ass cartoon characters, not people getting fucking like DNA altering injections to somehow turn them into the animal they fucking want to be seen as? There is a huge difference, guys.
Especially since, example, Mara. I don't think anyone wants to be a 3-inch fox. That's from her paw pads to the tips of her ears. I don't think anyone wants to be that small. So,
3 inches, you could use a dick as a seesaw. What the fuck?
What?
I didn't even mention her tail size. Tails. Because, yes, she is a 3-inch fox, but she has 2 5-foot tails.
So I'm learning more and more that this fucking Pawbutt person has insanely screwed up takes. Now, understand, I'll agree with them on this one. I will say this is a decent take here. This is only bad or funny if you if you don't value the lives or safety of queer people. By the way, I believe this was in response to the HIV testing at conventions. First off, the way you're saying this is only a bad or funny thing if you don't value the lives or safety of queer people. I'm sorry, is HIV strictly a queer disease now?
I'm not responding to that.
I'm sorry, I've known fucking straight people who had AIDS. It's not just a queer thing. The fact that this person is 100% trying to equate shit like that to fucking queer only? Nah. Understand, if you think there's a problem with having HIV testing at a con, you're an idiot. Alexis Lynx. No. I will say this. Understand, there are still a lot of decent furs, a lot of good furs on X. A lot of the really fucked up, hyper political, hyper fucking hateful people moved off to Blue Sky. That's the reason why I don't have an active Blue Sky account, because every single time I have gone on Blue Sky, it has been nothing but hyper political hate, fear mongering, and warmongering. I tried the Blue Sky experience. It made me want to fucking shoot myself. A lot of the, quote, cool furries or popular furries that left are ones with extreme takes like this moron. People that I follow or people that I have seen on Twitter still are people like a dude named Happy Wolf, who, I hate to point this out, dude's fucking amazing, and yet he is not really well known to my knowledge in the community. He's about as well known as I am. Dude's fucking amazing. What you should say is all the well-known popular furs decided to go off to Blue Sky. And in and of itself, the fact that they went off to Blue Sky and preached about it all over Twitter makes it very, very obvious that the reason that they fucking did that is because, one, they're intolerant and can't fucking deal with the opinions of people they dislike, and two, they did it for the sake of showmanship. Everybody else was making a spectacle of, oh, I'm moving to Blue Sky, so they did it too. There are shit people everywhere you go, both Twitter and Blue Sky combined. Personally, I can't stand being on Blue Sky.
Huh? Back, Kit.
Yes.
It's dinner time. I'm gonna have to get up again when the oven's done preheating again, because it has to go up to 425 again
That's fine.
to finish his dinner.
I mean, we're coming up on 2 hours here, so unless I want to make this shit longer than my normal streams, we gotta probably hop off here. But I'm gonna leave this off on Squeaky J here, or Squeak J, or Draco J, or Draco Jco. Saying guest is such a weird thing to call someone who's a part of the hobby community. It's insane how mad some of these people get when with hetero people just vibing around them. 100% agree. And I need to point out, I live with a straight furry. People like Pawbutt here are effectively stating that people like my fucking roommate don't belong. I'm sorry. There's a sentiment there that there was a sentiment said earlier today that I will 100% agree with. I will protect my straight friends from hateful fucking bigots like this Pawbutt here. Because I'm sorry, that's a bigoted fucking take. Trying to claim that furry is an exclusively queer culture thing, that makes you hateful, that makes you bigoted. There is no other way to say it. And Alexis links, yeah, morons can be found everywhere. That's kind of the point. There have been a couple of them that I've actually actively muted or even blocked in this stream. But anyways, this is where we're going to leave this off. If either of y'all have some closing statements you want to make, go for it.
I don't know what's got him hyper.
It's little man, he's always hyper.
Yes.
Oh well.
And this is why I am addicted to caffeine.
Kinda same. I've been sitting here drinking a fucking Peachy Keen Monster. Anyways. So, if no one else has anything else left to say, I'm gonna say that's it for this one. If you enjoy the fucking, almost went off on the fucking gameplay or commentary thing. Jesus Christ. That's gonna be it for this one. If you guys enjoy the commentary and want to hear more, or want to see more, God, my brain doesn't want to work. If y'all enjoy what's been said here, give us a like. If you want to see more or keep up with this channel and the rest of our content, hit subscribe and ring the bell. Become part of our notification squad if you want to, or become part of our notification squad to see when we upload and when we go live. But for now, this is Kitthesoulless and crew signing off. So until next time, everybody. Bye-bye. Nom.
Bye!
Nom.
Oh my god. Also, to all of you who sat here and listened to the old fucking Greymuzzle barking at the wind, and thanks guys, nom nom. I appreciate all of ya. Oh, woo.
Meow.